It's very cold outside. Heating system is on all the time. And the air around you is as dry as in the desert. You are thirsty and you drink a glass of water. Did you forget about something? You need to make sure that your wonderful instrument is not thirsty too. How to take care of it when it's so dry and avoid many problems, save a lot of money for repairs? Watch this video and you will find out. Hello everyone, welcome to Cellopedia, this is Maxim. Today we will talk about humidity and the way it affects violins, violas, cellos and double basses. I will show you how to use humidifiers like Dampit, and we will talk about in-room humidifiers like the one I have here, which might help a lot or maybe too much. Unless you have a carbon fiber instrument, it is made of wood and it is extremely sensitive to changes of humidity. Do you have a heating system on? Have you noticed that floors or doors start to crack? That's how humidity affects everything made of wood around you. You get thirsty and you can drink a glass of water. Every time you do it, think about your instrument and make sure that you check humidity in a room around it. What is the good humidity level for your instrument? It has to be between 40 and 60%. The best way to measure it is to use hydrometer. It's very small and inexpensive. It shows a very comfortable level of 46%. How do I keep this humidity level in my room? First of all, I use in-room humidifiers. I have a smaller one, like this, which helps me to keep humidity level the same. And I have a bigger one, very powerful, like this, which helps me in case of emergency, when outside temperature drops and heating system works all the time and the smaller unit just cannot keep up. You do not have to get both of them. In most cases, the smaller unit is enough. Only when you have much larger room and your heating system is on all the time, you might want to consider a bigger unit. It might be quite confusing to be confident in choosing everything you need for your music room. Just in case, I will put all the links about stuff I'm talking about in the description. It would be just perfect for your instrument to stay in a room with constant humidity level. However, you will go to rehearse or perform somewhere. In most cases, you cannot control the humidity level in the practice room or in your performance place. It is a very good idea to have a Dampit like this. I just ordered a new one and we can open it together and set it up so it works perfectly well. Inside of this package, you will see this green Dampit. It's very important to make sure that you use this rubber ring because you need to insert the Dampit through that ring. And what it does is it will actually help the Dampit to stay outside of this cello. Without it, it might actually go inside. And you see, you will need to insert it. And this part might be a bit too small, so you will risk just losing it inside of the cello. Now I am putting it through the hole in this round rubber part, and here you go. Now this part of the Dampit is much thicker and wider. and it's safe now to put it inside of cello. How does this Dampit work? You see a green tube, and this tube is perforated. There are a bunch of little holes in it, and inside of this tube there is a sponge. And you need to insert this Dampit in water. And when you do that, sponge absorbs some of this water. And after a couple of minutes, there is enough water there for a day or two. If you have filtered water, or yet better distilled water, it would be the best to use for the Dampit, because if you use regular tap water, then all minerals in the water will stay in the sponge. Water will evaporate and all minerals will stay there. And if you use it dozens of times, you will notice this sponge will get somewhat brittle and it will have harder time to absorb more water. However, if you don't have choice of water, no worries. This Dampit will still work fine for a season or two. A couple of minutes passed by and now we can take it off, and you see there's a water dripping. You have to be extremely careful. You don't want even few drops of water to get into your instrument. It might make some serious damage. The best way is to wipe it with a dry cloth, and you might even want to squeeze the Dampit a little bit to get rid of excessive water. No worries, there will still be enough water for a day or two, depending on humidity level in the air around your instrument. Now it's dry outside, moist inside, and it's safe to put it inside of my cello. By the way, you notice that I have another one here, and that one is a bit different. It works exactly the same way, it's just a little bit wider, and my understanding is that sponge there is a little bit bigger. Obviously it's different color, and it was also less expensive when I was shopping for Dampit. I'll put a link for both of those humidifiers in description so you can choose which one you like. The green Dampit I just bought also has a hydrometer here. It's a very simple one, and I don't think that it's very accurate, so I would recommend you to use a special device to measure humidity in the air around your instrument. When you take care of humidity around your instrument, you are not only protecting its health and structural integrity, but you're also making sure that it sounds the best. All of our instruments were made with a certain level of humidity in mind. And when it's dry, you always hear some kind of buzz, and you are not usually getting very deep and beautiful sound. When you think about this and take care of your beloved instrument just a couple of minutes per day, that will help you to avoid many problems, save money for repairs, and it will make it to sound much better.